To get started, if you can, identify the things you know you'll want to do with your device. If you want to video conference with friends and family, do your banking online, go shopping, play games, watch TV and videos, listen to music, organize your photos, use Office applications such as word processing, use GPS and mapping, control remote devices, and the list goes on, you'll need to itemize them. Try to include the requirements these applications have in order to perform the function. For instance, if you want to use GPS mapping, your device will need to include a GPS receiver, and to effectively video conference, your device will need a front-facing camera. Notice what apps other people are using to help you list them. Through your online searching, you may also come across things you can do with a smart device that you didn't know existed. Check lists of the top apps recommended for the different devices you might consider buying, and then add them to the list, noting those requirements as well. Keep in mind that though there aren't many apps or features that are available on one platform and not available in any form on another, you may need to find common apps to fulfill a particular requirement that can run and connect to each other on Apple, Android, Windows, or any other platform you might be considering. For instance, Apple's FaceTime doesn't have an Android equivalent, but almost all platforms can run Skype or Google Hangouts that will serve the same video conferencing function. However, even these programs don't run on every version of the devices, especially older models, so it may take some serious effort to piece together things that will work together. All the devices you can choose from have a certain amount of fixed memory built in, sometimes referred to as system RAM, which is usually between 1 and 2 gigabytes. This memory is used to actually run your apps, and the more there is, the better, since apps will fail to run if the total demand of your apps exceeds the amount of memory you have. If that would happen, you would need to uninstall your less important apps to give room for your more important ones. It usually takes quite a few apps before you exceed the memory limit with 2 gigabytes. Even so, the amount of this fixed memory in new systems is increasing as more and more demands are being made of it. In addition to the memory an app needs to run, there is another type of memory, usually 16, 32, or 64 gigabytes, that is used to store pictures, music, movies, and books, etc. In this case, bigger is also better, since you can't add to it later on. However, you'll need to consider that the more you store on your device, the more storage you will need to back it up. The backup storage in the cloud, for instance, the Google Cloud or the iCloud, is limited to about 5 gigabytes for free, and then you'll need to pay for any additional. Remember, you need to have backups. Many of the Android and Windows phone systems will allow you to add additional memory using what are known as secure digital cards. They are called SD cards for short, and the smallest ones, that are most commonly used, are called micro SD cards. These cards can be used to store more of the files that you would keep in the storage memory we mentioned in the previous slide. In many cases, you can also use memory cards from cameras, etc., directly in your device to use those files on your smart device. For what might be system security reasons, Apple devices don't support removable memory, so this is an Android and Windows feature only.